Hello everyone, and welcome to today's session on disruptive events communication. In business, disruption is inevitable, whether it's a sudden market shift, new regulations, or unforeseen crises like natural disasters or global events. What truly matters is not only how organizations respond, but how effectively they communicate with stakeholders during these times. In this session, we will explore the importance of stakeholder communication plans, understand why they matter during disruptive events, learn how to identify key stakeholders, and see how to set objectives and create effective plans that support both business goals and relationships. Let's begin. Disruptive events communication. Let's begin by clarifying what disruptive events communication means. Effective stakeholder review allows an organization to receive valuable feedback from stakeholders on decisions that affect them. This is critical because disruptions often create uncertainty. Having a structured process for listening and responding builds resilience. Creating a stakeholder communication plan is not just administrative, it is a professional skill requiring both research and practice. By developing such a plan, communication stays structured, consistent, and transparent, even in challenging times. What is a stakeholder communication plan? A stakeholder communication plan is a structured approach to managing how information flows between the organization and its stakeholders during disruptive events. It ensures that all parties with an interest in the organization are properly informed about decisions and changes. It helps maintain relationships, enhances operational effectiveness, provides a framework for managing expectations, and, most importantly, maintains trust. On this slide, you'll see the stakeholder matrix. It reminds us that communication is not one size fits all. Stakeholders with high influence and high interest should be managed closely, such as sponsors or key clients. Those with high interest but low influence should be kept satisfied, like engaged customers or user groups. Those with high influence but low interest should be kept informed with lighter communication. And those with low influence and low interest require minimal contact, but must not be overlooked. For example, some regulators. Objectives of a stakeholder review plan. The primary objectives of a stakeholder review plan are designed to improve both organizational performance and relationships during disruptive events. First, meeting organizational goals. A strong plan helps the company reach its objectives through effective engagement. Second, maintaining key relationships. Clear communication keeps influential stakeholders engaged and supportive. Third, enhancing operational effectiveness. Good communication channels improve efficiency and reduce misunderstandings. On the right of the slide, you can see the chart showing that organizations with a structured review plan achieve higher outcomes in areas such as trust building, stakeholder satisfaction, operational efficiency, risk mitigation, and clarity of information. Importance of a stakeholder review plan. Why does a stakeholder review plan matter in practice? It manages customers and stakeholders by keeping them informed about goals, milestones, and changes, preventing conflict and strengthening relationships. It sets and manages expectations by making clear what stakeholders should expect in terms of phases, quality, delivery dates, and responsibilities. It supports overall project planning by ensuring critical information, like deadlines, budgets, and objectives, is consistently shared. The bar chart on this slide shows the benefits. Organizations with a review plan experience higher satisfaction, fewer delays, stronger risk management, and better resource allocation compared to those without. Identify the stakeholders. The first stage in developing a plan is to identify stakeholders. These are people with a direct or indirect interest in the company or who can influence it. Internal stakeholders include project managers who oversee execution, project sponsors who provide financial and executive support, personnel the team members carrying out the tasks. External stakeholders include customers, the end users, competitors who can indirectly affect success, contractors who provide services or materials, regulators who enforce compliance. For example, in an infrastructure project, engineers, sponsors, and managers are internal stakeholders, while customers, contractors, regulators, and even competitors monitoring the market are external ones. Set your objectives. The next step is to set clear objectives. There are three main considerations. Be specific and measurable. Objectives must be concrete and quantifiable. For example, instead of improve communication, say, send weekly updates to customers with 95% accuracy. Align with organisational goals. Communication must support the broader mission of the company. Establish timeframes. Include milestones to track progress. On this slide, you see the SMART framework. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, and stakeholder-focused. As the quote highlights, the more precise you define what the organisation needs to accomplish, the more efficient you are at conveying this knowledge to stakeholders. Create your stakeholder review plan. Once stakeholders and objectives are clear, the next step is to create the communication plan. 4 components must be included. Communication schedule, how often and when updates will be sent. Message format and content, tailoring detail and style for each group. Responsibility assignment, identifying who delivers each message. Feedback mechanisms, allowing stakeholders to respond and provide input. The table on this slide shows an example. Sponsors receive weekly reports. The development team gets daily updates. Regulators get monthly compliance reports. And end users receive feature updates. The bar chart below shows that face-to-face meetings and video conferences are more effective with high-influence stakeholders, while email updates may be enough for lower influence groups. To conclude, let's recap key lessons. Effective communication is essential for maintaining relationships and ensuring success. Clear objectives drive success. Precisely defined goals help convey information efficiently. Stakeholder identification is fundamental, both internal and external. Continuous review and adaptation. Plans must be revisited and adjusted as circumstances change. The diagram on the right shows the difference. Organizations with effective communication plans enjoy higher trust, stronger crisis management, better adaptability, and higher project success rates. As the closing quote says, effective stakeholder communication during disruptive events doesn't just preserve relationships, it transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. Slide 10, closing. In conclusion, we've seen how a well-structured stakeholder communication plan supports resilience during disruptive times. By identifying the right stakeholders, setting measurable objectives, and creating structured strategies, organizations can strengthen trust and improve outcomes. Remember, communication is not only about sharing information, it is about building relationships, managing expectations, and turning challenges into opportunities for growth. Thank you for joining today's session. I hope you find these insights useful in your professional journey.